Alright guys, I'm Sergeant Alpha and welcome back to another episode of LSPDFR. And today I'll be using the North Carolina State Highway Patrol Dodge Charger. It's a 2009 Charger. I was thinking about doing another Sheriff episode, and then I decided that I would go ahead and do a couple of Highway Patrol episodes. That way I'm showing off the three main departments I'll be using. And again, I may end up doing a park ranger patrol later, but that way later on I can mix and match depending on what you guys like to see. And today I'll mostly be enforcing traffic, and I may or may not respond to some callouts. It depends on if it would be a callout that the highway patrol would respond to. And as always, I'll be using safer chases, local dispatch, our usual scripts, and hopefully when I record my next episode I'll have the search warrant script installed. And what that is, it's an overhaul of the vehicle search and pedestrian search. That way you don't have to manually search everything. It searches all the areas and you get a pop-up window telling you what you found. So it's a little bit easier. And with the passive radar we're going to be running, I tested it out before I started recording and it was picking up speeders, and the speed limit here is 50, and depending on how fast you're going we may or may not stop them. I have had several cars that are going a good bit over speed limit, so we'll be focusing on the higher speeds mostly. But we'll go ahead and put ourselves available for callouts just in case we have any callouts. And of course, now that I've begun recording, I'm not really going to have anyone speeding. Alright, 74 and a 50. I believe it was the taco truck. Nope. Yeah, he's already gone, so yeah, we're going to try to stick with the taco truck unless we have another one that's going twice the speed limit. Which most of them that we have head on are already gone before we can turn around, so we're going to stop the taco truck, try to mimic it over to the side, and geez, I got lucky at it and cancel the stop and go after him. A little bit of lag there. And with the Police Computer Plus, since I have my Dodge Charger in the Park Ranger slot, that is why it says San Andreas Park Ranger. Other than that, it will act the same. So we'll do a quick search of the vehicle. And Lance Crawford is a registered owner. It's saying that they do not have insurance. They've been stopped 3 times. Their license is valid. And they have 3 citations, no active warrant. So we'll cross-check in the pedestrian database as always. Same information, so depending on how this goes, they will at the very least be getting a ticket for speeding as well as no insurance. Go ahead and ask for their ID.
Hi. Get plumb.
And same with my other videos. I know the observation window says that he seems nervous, but every time I act on that, half the time I don't find anything, so most of the time I ignore it. Alright, so it is the registered owner, and as I said, we're going to go ahead and give him $150 citation for speeding, and a $100 citation for no insurance, which would bring the total to $250. And go ahead and list it as other, since it will be 2 citations. And we'll go ahead and send him on his way and see if we can find anyone else. Okay, that motorcycle there was weaving just a little bit, so we'll let him pull out and stop him, make sure he's not drinking. Yeah, he's just all over the road right now. So catch up to him. Definitely possible DUI. And he's taking off at a pretty good rate of speed now that we've got our lights on. Alright, we've now signaled him to pull over, which he is doing. And so we don't get ran into and he doesn't get knocked off his bike. I'm going to go ahead and mimic him to the side of the road. And while we have him here, we're going to go ahead and run his information. Alright, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. He has insurance, he has 2 citations, his license is valid, he's been stopped 2 times, he has an active warrant. So we're going to cross-check that warrant in the pedestrian database. Still showing he has a warrant. Hopefully this won't go down like my last episode where as soon as I went to call for backup, they started shooting at me. So request traffic backup, just so we have someone here with us. And most likely it will be LSPD that responds, just because of the police radio. Every time I use it, that's who responds. But when I do it that way, they do tend to stick around other than just calling for code 2 backup, and it is LSPD. So I'll go out and have a talk with him, see if he wants to run on us. And they'll stay here. And we'll go ahead and we'll ask for his ID. And it is a registered owner. So since we've already ran his information, we'll go ahead. Nope, don't want to do that yet. And we're going to breathalyze him just because he was weaving back there. Yep.
Appreciate it.
1.41, so he is way over the legal limit. So now we're going to go ahead and try to talk to him again, which it's not working now, so we are going to see if we can order him off the bike.
LSPD! Don't make me shoot ya!
Nope, no, don't run. Don't run. Jeez, dude. Okay. And since he's getting down in the middle of the road, never mind. I was going to say we'd put a barrier down, but the car is blocking traffic back there. So we're going to go ahead and place him under arrest for DUI. And we'll call prisoner transport for him.
Backup needed for a suspect.
And while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and try to search him real quick. That's going to make it search his bike. So, come here, try to get him away from the bike. That is my other Sheriff Dodge Charger. It's the same Charger, except it has a traffic skin on it.
Asshole.
And he had some drugs on him as well, so it's a good thing we searched him before the Sheriff's Department picked him up. So in addition to the DUI, he will be getting an additional charge of drug possession. And we'll finish searching his bike, which this is another reason I'm going to try to... What is going on up there? Try to have the search warrant script installed on my next video, just so I don't have to manually try to find the correct areas of the bike. And since our backup just left, we'll go ahead, head back down towards where we were, and see if we can find anyone else. Yes, we are available for calls, so we're just not getting any calls. And I know with GTA logic, the traffic is not going to always be correct, but that vehicle should not have turned with traffic coming that close to him. So once we get down here, kind of away from this curve right here, we're going to try to stop him. And as I mentioned in an earlier episode, once we came over to the side road, I replaced the Bison with the Ford F-150. And I'm not sure if it is my graphics card or if it's just the game, but when I'm further away from the Bison, the wheels don't always show up until I get closer. So if you see a Bison passing me and it's kind of floating in air with no wheels, that's why. So while we have him stopped, we're going to go ahead and search his information. Anthony has insurance. He has been stopped 3 times. 3 citations, no active warrants, which with the bike grab was another thing I forgot to mention. He was also going to jail for his active warrant. And we'll cross-check in the pedestrian database. And same information, we'll go ahead, get out and have a talk with him. Also, the reason that I'm not using a North Carolina State Trooper uniform and just using the regular Grand Theft Auto uniform is the last time I tried to put in some extra uniforms, it didn't work out too well for me. So for now, I'm just going to be sticking with the regular Grand Theft Auto uniforms. And it is the registered owner driving. Just for the heck of it, we're going to go ahead and breathalyze him. I don't think he will be drunk, but you never know.
Thanks.
Alright, he's not, so we're going to go ahead and get out of the backup menu for one, and issue a citation for careless driving or pulling out in front of the other cars. Alright, now that we've sent him on his way, get back in the car. I don't know why I always get back out of the car, but somehow I double tap the F button. We're going to go ahead and flip back around, go up to the highway, and work our way back towards our spot we started. And the reason I start there is if I have to catch up with them, I'm not going way out of my way trying to catch up with them. I have a little bit of leeway, and there is a sheriff unit that usually spots there, also running radar, maybe. So once we find an opening, probably right after this gray car, I'll try to jump out into traffic. And turn her, yep, 102 and a 50. So hopefully we can catch up before he gets despawned. And I know it's not blipped anymore, but I have a visual, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the radar. And North Carolina, 15 over is considered felony reckless driving. So since he's going 50 over, most likely we're going to go ahead and detain him at least until we find out what's going on. And he has slowed down, but he's still going 80 right now. And we're going to try to mimic him the rest of the way over before he gets to the next road. Should be good. Go ahead and pull him behind this felon. Run his information. Alright, Jackson has been stopped 2 times, has 2 citations. He doesn't have any warrants though. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get out and have a talk with him. Hopefully he don't try to run on us. And as for the ID, make sure it is the registered owner. Which it is. Nope, he's gonna run. He's gonna run.
Possible 148 in
Request air unit.
Lago Zancudo.
We have an air unit responding, and just because that felon was able to get a good distance ahead of us, and we're having to kind of catch up from a dead stop, which there he is there. And we'll go ahead and try to get a local patrol unit.
All units, assistance needed in Lago Zancudo.
And through the tunnel under Zancudo. Hopefully he doesn't go head on with traffic, and depending on how he acts during this chase and the traffic will kind of determine how we proceed. Oh, brake check from the car because that semi just kind of blocked his way. And we were going to get out and try to pull him out of the car, but he took off once the 18-wheeler moved out of his way. Our other units are now allowed to hit the vehicle, so they will probably start acting a little more aggressive now. Hopefully they don't put them into any oncoming cars. And we picked up a secondary unit. One's behind us, one in front of us, so we're running secondary right now. And get around cars on incoming lanes. And we're gonna go ahead and, if we can, no. Without losing it again, we're gonna try to get ahead across the bridge, maybe, and see if we can't get any spike strips down. But right now, he's staying pretty close to us. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we're gonna try to get some spikes down. And go ahead and get out, and hopefully we just don't get murdered from this guy right here. Nope. The other cars got in my way, so I'll go ahead, rejoin the pursuit, and catch up, and maybe try another attempt to put down some spike strips. Alright, we're coming back up towards Polito Bay, so maybe he might slow down a little bit. Dodge all these cars. No. The one thing I don't like about this Charger is the way it handles. Sometimes handling is okay, but other times it just slides around all over the place, and I end up doing more Tokyo Drift than anything. Did they turn around? Yeah, they turned around, I believe. So head back the way we came in. And since we're still in the middle of this pursuit, we're going to ignore this call out. And we are a ways behind, so hopefully traffic doesn't get in our way. As we drive through the median. Oh! Okay, shut. Looks like there was an officer down, but he got back up. And just give him a little love tap here without completely running over him. And try to get him arrested. So he was going to be detained anyway, but since he ran from us, he's definitely going to be going to jail for resisting arrest. I don't know if they'll let me search him since I wasn't the one who arrested him, but we'll give it a shot.
What's the rush?
Nothing of interest on him. I don't know if his car is still back here, since I wasn't here when he was pulled from the car, and the other units are just walking away. I think all their cars despawned. And nope, there's his car there.
Citizens reporting a motor vehicle accident on Great Ocean Highway.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and search the car. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and respond to that vehicle accident because we don't know if anybody's hurt or worse right now. And there he is right there. And the first driver seems to be dead. And oh, this is not good. They're both dead. So we're gonna have to go ahead and place some barriers. See if we can't kind of stop traffic so we can get the corner in. Or at least keep them from running us over. And go ahead and get him out of the car. And that way we can go ahead and get the corner. Eesh. No. And go ahead and pull the other driver. And the last time I tried, in my last episode, tow truck script was broken. So I'll try it one more time in this episode, and if not, we may just have to leave it there. Go ahead, get the corner. And since it's getting dark out, we'll go ahead and use our spotlight. But I want to walk all the way around the car. GTA logic. I would need to get in the passenger side of my car. And back out of the same side. Okay, they've got one.
What are you playing at?
And they're about to have the other. We'll go ahead and try to call the tow truck. Again, if it don't work, I apologize. And it looks like the tow truck will work this episode. So, since they're most likely only going to get one car, we'll have to try to get them to come back for the second. It looks like they took the felon. And I have no clue what the guy's doing. Oh, jeez. Okay. And yeah, we're going to have to get into the wrong side of the car. No. You know what? I don't see it. I don't like it. We're just going to leave out of here. Because traffic is just getting worse and worse back there. And I'll do one more traffic stop. And I'll try to do it in the direction I'm going. and go from there. Okay, that car just came flying up and hit the brakes pretty hard to keep from hitting a car in front of him. So we're just going to stop this car here and mimic them out of the road. Run the information on this Zion. Okay, Jeffrey Brown has an insured vehicle. He has 3 citations. His license is valid. He's been stopped 3 times with no active warrants. Go ahead and cross-check the pedestrian database like I always do. And same information, same reason as before. My checked twice. And in real life, the cops would run your license plate for the registered owner, and then they'd run your license. I don't know for sure that this isn't this is the registered owner yet, but I like to go ahead and do that before I get out of the car. Anyway. And we'll go ahead and ask for their ID.
Get bump.
It is Jeffrey Brown. And since he's driving like an asshole, we're just going to go ahead and breathalyze him. No
Thanks.
alcohol in their blood. So we'll issue a citation for speeding. And the pursuit passes us by, going southbound. We're not really speeding, but the careless driving. And once we finish writing the citation, we'll let him go on his way.
Shit is off the hook.
And he clips us. Okay. Stuck writing a ticket, or I would have stopped him again and pulled him out of the car for hitting me, but nothing I can do there.
A fucking god.
What is going on here? She just stopped in the middle of the road and I'm not sure why. Okay. That's it. That's all I have time for this episode. As always, if you like what you see, give me a like and subscribe. It'll help me out since I'm just getting started on YouTube. And I'm trying to upload videos as soon as I can. And right now my work schedule kind of dictates when I can upload videos. But I'll try to do a couple every week. And like I said, I'll do at least one more episode of Highway Patrol before I start changing them up again. But I will